our veterans in your mind, your prayers all the time. We have a salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-10, has been complied with and shall be entered into the minutes of this meeting.
Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Here.
Freeholder Belante?
Here.
Freeholder Kenny? Freeholder Nara?
Here.
Freeholder Tamaro? Freeholder Valenti? Freeholder Director Rios?
All right, we have some recognitions.
Yes, we have quite a few this evening. First is proclaiming November 2016 as Homeless Youth Awareness Month in Middlesex County. Next is recognizing Edison Police Officer Freund for his heroism in saving a 6-day-old baby girl. Next is recognizing Jack McGreevy as he receives the Lifetime Achievement Award at the Marine Corps League Corporal Kevin J. Reinhardt Detachment 189 U.S. Marine Corps 241st Birthday Ball. Next is recognizing Eagle Scout Stephen Zederbaum. Next is recognizing Eagle Scout Kevin Gordon. Next, recognizing Eagle Scout Kyle Gordon. Next, recognizing Serena Miranda as she receives the Pratt Scholarship Outstanding Scholar of the Year Award. Next is recognizing Felix Velez Jr. as he receives the 2016 Pratt Outstanding Community Leader Award. And last is proclaiming November 15, 2016 as National Adoption Day in Middlesex County.
Need a motion to adopt these resolutions.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood?
Yes.
Freeholder Kenny? Freeholder Nara?
Yes.
Freeholder Deputy Director Belante?
Yes. Freeholder.
Well, I have the pleasure of presenting a proclamation to recognize the month of November as designated as the National Homeless Youth Awareness Month, and I believe there are members of the Homeless Youth Task Force here. Then come on up and join me. So some facts about this proclamation. Since 2007, the month of November has been federally designated as the National Homeless Youth Awareness Month to bring attention to this critical and vital national issue. Many people don't understand how it is that young people become homeless, and it's for a variety of reasons, as I'm sure the 4 members of the task force here can attest to. But it includes aging out of foster care, being forced to leave their residences by their parents, running away from difficult situations such as physical, emotional, or sexual abuse, having a conflict over sexual identification, gender identity, or pregnancy. These are some of the unmanageable situations many of our young people face and the kind of traumas they have in their lives. And homeless youth are at serious risk for a wide variety of problems, physical and mental health problems, which often go untreated. Sexual abuse and exploitation, as well as other risky activities that can occur when they're living out on the streets. And tonight's proclamation is to raise awareness of the issue and to recognize those individuals and entities who advocate for the basic needs of the homeless youth in Middlesex County. So this proclamation is to, according to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, there was over 36,000, close to 37,000 unaccompanied homeless youth and children nationwide on a single night in 2015. The term unaccompanied youth includes children through age 17 who are living apart from their parents or guardians, and young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 who are economically disconnected from their families and are experiencing homelessness. November has been declared National Homeless Youth Awareness Month, and the Middlesex County Board of Chosen Freeholders is committed to working on behalf of homeless children, teens, and young adults to ensure their right to safety, healthy, and prepare them for their future. As the tragedy of youth homelessness and its causes should be emphasized to build public awareness and engagement in potential situations, and the development of initiatives to assist homeless youth and prevent homelessness among children, teens, and young adults, the Board of Chosen Freeholders wants to take this opportunity to thank the members of the Homeless Youth Task Force, as well as everyone else involved in any group or organization that brings awareness and care to the children living on the street. So thank you very much. On behalf of Ronald G. Rios, the Director of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of Middlesex County, I hereby, on his behalf, declare November 2016 as Homeless Youth Awareness Month in Middlesex County, and we call upon the citizens of Middlesex County to observe this month with programs and activities that raise awareness about those who are runaway youths, throwaway youths, and street youths who are homeless in our streets, and recognize all those who advocate for their needs. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your work. Much.
At this time, the Board of Chosen Freeholders is going to acknowledge Police Officer Brian Freund. I asked him before we started how to say his name, and I knew I was going to mess it up. So if you would come on up here. So we're acknowledging the work of Edison Police Officer Freund tonight because on October 19th, the officer responded to a home where he found a father attempting CPR on his 6-day-old daughter who was unable to breathe and had turned blue. Whereas Officer Brian Freund was able to administer gentle chest compressions until the infant began coughing, crying, indicating the air was getting back into her lungs. Now, the police officers, fire officers, many people in government go through training. And that training's done in a setting that's kind of calm. There's usually Recessa Annie there, some type of a dummy that we work on. And it's kind of no pressure. You do your practicing. And in CPR, we know that time is critical. And in a situation like this, every second counts. When that moment came that we had to put our training or your training into practice, you stepped up. There was panic in the air. The officer stepped up through the crisis. The training kicked in. There was no more calm setting. I'm sure it was quite tense, the house that you were in at that time when it came time to do the CPR. And so you started CPR on the 6-day-old, and you were able to bring her back, bring her back with the training that you had received. Correct. And now, therefore, the Board of Chosen Freeholders want to acknowledge the fantastic work that you did. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Chosen Freeholders, County of Middlesex, that we do hereby thank Officer Brian Freund for his heroic and quick action in saving the 6-day-old baby. So we just want to acknowledge the great work that you did, and thank you very much. Would you like to say something?
I'm not big on speeches. I just want to say thank you. It's an honor to be here tonight. Thank you.
And I mean, the moment had to be.
Yeah, it was intense.
And I'm going to take it as your first time that you've stepped up to do CPR in a situation like that.
On an infant, yes. Hopefully the last.
Very good.
Yes.
One and only.
One and only.
We know that the training worked.
Training did work. Thank God. Yes, it did.
Very good.
Thank you.
We're going to give you this proclamation here. Would you like to say something, Freeholder?
No, I just want to say that clearly the money that the county and the different municipalities spend on the training programs, this is the result of it. They always end up showing us how well, if our officers and our first responders are given the tools, how well they can perform and all the good things that they can do in our lives. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks again. Thank you.
I want you to take a picture of the family first.
Okay. All right, step on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem. Thank you again. How about you kids? Were you excited to hear what Daddy did? Yeah? All right. No, I'm sorry. Somebody else here and I didn't acknowledge.
I'm just here for support.
That's all right. Who are you?
I'm Captain Kelly.
Captain Pat Kelly, thank you for coming out, and you got a great officer there.
Oh, I know.
So,
Thanks, everybody. Thanks so much.
Each freeholder has been provided with a list of correspondence received by the clerk's office since our last meeting. This correspondence will be kept on file in the office of the clerk of the board for reference.
I have a motion to accept the correspondence.
so moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next is minutes approval. First is the Board of Chosen Freeholder minutes for the regular meeting on October 20th, 2016 at 7 o'clock p.m. and the Board of Chosen Freeholders invoices only meeting on November 3rd, 2016 at 6 p.m.
Good motion.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood,
Yes.
Freeholder Kenny, Freeholder Nara,
Yes.
Freeholder Deputy Director Belante.
Yes.
Next is ordinance. The notice of this public hearing was published in the Home News Tribune on October 26, 2016. This public hearing was authorized at a meeting of the Board of Chosen Freeholders held on October 20th, 2016. Refunding bond ordinance of the County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, providing for the refunding of certain outstanding general obligation bonds of the county to achieve net present value debt service savings and authorizing the issuance not to exceed $45 million aggregate principal amount of general obligation refunding bonds of the county to effect such refunding and appropriating the proceeds therefore, and authorizing the public hearing to be held on Monday, November 14, 2016 at 7 p.m. and publication thereof.
I declare the public hearing open. I have a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Madam Deputy Director, just for the record, the public hearing having been closed, the consideration of this ordinance will be placed on the agenda for the first meeting in December for consideration.
Thank you. Reports from freeholders. Mr. Armwood.
Thank you, Deputy Director. From the Office of Culture and Heritage, the Lodge at Thompson Park, 1701 Perrineville Road, Monroe Township, presents free of charge Native American traditions on Sunday, December 4th at 2 p.m. Cliff Matias, Director of the Red Hawk Native American Arts Council, will present an interactive family program including traditional stories, ceremonial cloths, and artifacts. Registration required, 732-745-4489. Text CULTURE to 56512 for what's happening across the county in arts and culture. From the Office of Workforce Development, job seekers and employers text WORKFORCE to 56512 to access hiring events and employer hiring incentive programs from your smartphone. Sign up to be notified by text when hiring events at the Middlesex County One-Stop Career Centers in New Brunswick and Perth Amboy are happening. A Veterans Job and Service Fair in East Brunswick on November 4th began a new annual tradition bringing service partners and employers together to serve veterans. Departments of Community Services and Business Development and Education joined forces with other advocacy partners to provide resources and services to veterans and their families. From Middlesex County College, also honoring veterans, the College Center for Veterans sponsored a series of events including lectures and presentations by veterans, rounded out a program that included an art show. The Department of Visual Performing and Media Arts showcased veterans' artwork, including works representing women at war and the civilian women play in society during wartime. And on a last note and a personal note, I just wanted to thank all of the voters and everyone who came out last week for Election Day. It is indeed an honor to have been reelected to this board. It's an honor to work with such wonderful people who work in the county every day. That's what makes us look good, is that the county employees really do work hard at what they do, and they care about this county, and it makes us as freeholders look really good, and we get good results like we did last week. But I've been involved now in public service for 23 years, and every day is a blessing and an honor, and I just wanted to say publicly that I really do thank the voters. I also get to travel around the county again with Freeholder Kenny in our traveling caravan, and have fun and see a lot of different things around this great county that we have here. So just once again, thank you very much to everyone who came out, and we've got some interesting years ahead of us.
I'll pick up from there. I also want to thank the voters for turning out last week for the election. It's an honor and a privilege, but also very humbling that we had the support that was shown by the voters here in Middlesex County. And that doesn't come just through us, as the Freeholder said, through us alone. It comes from all the county employees and the work that they do to help us look good. So I thank all of them, as always, for the efforts that they put in. And I look forward to another 3 years of traveling. Maybe we'll mix up the music that we play. We'll play something different. But it is great to get around the county and visit all 25 towns pretty much on a regular basis, and see what's going on out in the county, and how we can help and work to improve the lives of those that live here in Middlesex County. The other two items that I just want to touch on is I want to commend Freeholder Armwood for the service fair that was held for our veterans on the 4th. One of the things I stopped by there, one of the things I found very like one of those things you just don't think about was the resume preparation that they had there. That, you know, if you're a veteran and you need to have your resume touched up, or you're not even sure what to do with your resume, there is a through the county there is a department that will help you work that out, and that's just one of the small things that we really don't even think about. So it was great, and I was glad to be there, and I'm glad that you were able to put that together and have that for our veterans. And then the other item that you talked about that I just want to touch on too is Middlesex County College. They put together, through their veterans department, shoe boxes for those serving overseas. And they've done it each year now. They work with Operation Shoebox here in New Jersey. Students, faculty, people come together for that day and help to put together 500 shoe boxes that were going to be sent overseas to our men and women that are serving. And if you've ever spoken to a veteran, or somebody in the service, I should say, that it has been overseas, one of the best things that I've been told by them that they can receive from back home is a box. No matter how small the items are in there, but just a box, something that they get to have them get that feeling that they know they're being thought about. And sometimes if they have too much over there, they will then share that box with others over there who might be down and in need of a lift. And so I just want to commend Middlesex County College for doing that, for putting that program together. 500 service personnel are going to be getting some type of box and something from back home at the States, and that's a great thing. So thank you, and thank you to our veterans. That's all, Madam President.
Freeholder now.
I have 3 items tonight. The Department of Public Safety and Health Division's Solid Waste Management and Environmental Health conducted a countywide electronics recycling collection on November 5th, and Edison Township graciously provided the site for this effort. Over 1,200 residents visited the site, and the staff collected in excess of 6 tractor-trailer loads of electronic waste. The division will also sponsor a household hazardous waste drop-off day on Sunday, November 20th at the Middlesex County College in Edison. Drop-off times are from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Residents from any municipality in the county can drop off materials such as paint, pesticides, herbicides, and other household hazardous waste products. The combination of these efforts will ensure the safe and proper disposal of waste, thus protecting and preserving our environment. The Middlesex County Prosecutor's Office and other local police departments of the county will be participating in a year-long crackdown on impaired driving by randomly setting up sobriety checkpoints to ensure the public safety. The checkpoints are being made possible through a $36,300 grant to cover the costs of salaries and equipment for the departments that are participating in the program. This grant was provided by the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. The grants will cover enforcement costs through September of 2017. These traffic stops will be set up to apprehend intoxicated motorists and hopefully encourage people not to drive while under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Finally, when a person who is considered endangered goes missing in Middlesex County, a group of emergency responders is activated to help find the person in question, including a duo that knows where to look better than any police officer or firefighter. Joker and Alec are bloodhounds that make up the Middlesex County Canine Search and Rescue Team. They are single-purpose scent dogs trained to track human scent and are utilized in search operations throughout Middlesex County. The bloodhounds are owned and trained by Michael and Debbie Campbell. Later this month, the New Jersey Sex Crimes Officers Association will be honoring the Campbells, along with Joker and Alec, for their outstanding work and assistance during a sexual assault investigation. The board wants to collectively thank the Campbells for all their volunteer efforts and continued commitment to the residents of Middlesex County. And this concludes my report.
Thank you. Are there resolutions to be added?
No, Deputy Director, and we also have no resolutions to be amended, held, or voided. There are no changes to the agenda.
Thank you. I'll open it to the public on discussion on resolutions listed on this agenda only. Seeing none, motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
Second.
And we'll have a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does anyone have an item on this that they want to remove from the consent agenda and vote it separately?
I don't believe so.
No?
I don't believe so. Then, Madam Deputy Director, a motion would be in order to adopt a consent agenda consisting of resolution number 16-1715 through resolution 16-1837.
Wait a minute, what about 17?
Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Second. Roll call.
Freeholder Armwood,
Yes.
Freeholder Kenny, Freeholder Nara,
Yes.
Freeholder Deputy Director Belmonte.
Yes. I'll open to the public. Is there anyone in the public who wishes to come forward?
Motion to close.
Second.
Thank you. Have a voice vote?
Aye.
Yeah, aye.
Yes.
Yes. How about you?
Yes, I.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
No, that's a vote.
Voice.
Oh, a voice vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
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 Aye.
Yes.